All right, so here we are, I guess just waiting for this car. Good thing that we are just waiting, acting weird with that vehicle, but we did exactly what we needed to do there. And now we are approaching this red light, but great start, FSD. Good to see that if a vehicle is just in a weird place that we will stop and just hold on, won't do anything weird, and let the other vehicle proceed on through. So we do have no turn on red here, so we will not be turning. The other light did just turn green, so it will be a second. But we are on a 2024 Model Y 2024. We are currently on version 12.5.4.1. And we're going to go through at night a normal route that we used to go through, and the car would perform pretty well through, but would have its other issues. So we'll see how it does at night when it's darker out now, because the sun sets a little earlier. We do have a few weird roundabout scenarios to get through. Some people probably going to be walking in the street. We got people parking. So should be some interesting scenarios where the car has to try and figure out what to do. We are slowing down here. Probably didn't need to, but being extra cautious with that vehicle kind of backing up and moving forward. So I like to see that we are being cautious. We do understand what's going on, and we're not being too slow or anything. We're slamming on the brakes or anything weird. Just coming down to a slower, steady space over there, just to get around that vehicle and make sure everything was safe. No people coming out of the car or anything like that. Do like to see that. That car was approaching pretty quick at the light, or at that stop sign there. The vehicle, our car, didn't hesitate at all, just continued on straight there without any hesitations. Good to see. People crossing a biker right here. We did flag that biker in red. We did slow down because we weren't sure what they're doing. We're moving over to give them even more room. Perfectly well handled. Couldn't have done it any better. It did look like he was going to cut across the road. He did not, and the car handled that perfectly. It was probably maybe a little too cautious versus some people might have just continued on through, maybe moved over to the left a little bit without hesitating or anything. But I think the car did the right decision there. And I got to put out there that we got to remember that we're not making self-driving cars for the fact that they should be driving just like us. They should be driving safer than us, and removing some mistakes that humans make. So I think the better call there would have been to slow down, maybe stop, and do what the car did there to be extra safe. And it's not worth a human life to slow down for a few seconds. There's no cars around us. We didn't come to a hard stop or anything. The car did warn me too, to make sure that I was paying attention, that there was someone being stupid near the road. All right, editor Nick here. Quick note for me. I just want to say that when that biker was coming out, it really did look like he was going towards the road, but after review, it does look like he was just going into the bike lane. So I think I overreacted, and the car also overreacted. So, all right, back to scheduled programming. I think it was very well handled, and I do appreciate the dings and the highlighting of the red Bicyclist. So really good things, and on to a good start of this drive. Had some few weird scenarios. Hopefully we'll get a few more. And the car has been behaving perfectly fine, even at night or darker scenarios where we have seen the car struggle in the past. But this build has been doing pretty good. We should be getting another build out this week. It did already come out to early access people, which is great to see. So hopefully they'll start rolling out wide to the rest of us, including me. That was talked about. I don't remember who posted it. Maybe it was Tesla that announced that it should be rolling out this week, the beginning of this week. We're already at the end of this week, so we'll see. Maybe it'll get over to us tomorrow or tonight, which would be awesome. Be able to do another test drive and get some data out there. And we're going to get version 13 supposedly by Thanksgiving, which is the same version that was running on the 1010 event, where they had robo-taxis in the real world, doing them by themselves, driving along with no human interactions. So that should be coming from an enclosed scenario to a supervised outside scenario to the real world. We're really excited to see that. It should have parking, unparking, reversing, everything built into the one stack of version 13. Increasing model size, data size, and everything else. I'll put the post up right there. really exciting stuff. Can't wait for that. That should be changing the whole entire game. But this week we're supposed to be getting the wide rollout of version 12.6, I believe, or 12.5.6. Can't really remember. I'll put it up here. And that is going to bring the version 12 stack to the highway for the first time. It's been about a year since we've been on version 12 in city streets, which are roads like this, anything off the highway, and it's been performing way better than version 11. We're finally going to be bringing that over to highway, so I can't wait to test that out. Early access people have been saying it's been working out amazing and doing a great job, so I am really excited to see what that does. Version 11 on highway is already pretty good. It does make some silly mistakes, but nothing I would say safety critical or anything. There is a person walking here as we're going to turn. Do we see them? We do see them in the visualization. We are slowing down to make sure they're crossed, and we do go through here. We got a bus oncoming, and we handle that perfectly fine. Maybe a little slower than I would have liked, but like it being cautious at nighttime with that person and an oncoming vehicle. So I think it did very well there. But yeah, highway stack coming to version 12, which is very exciting. It's a huge thing that Tesla team is able to do, as you know, cars are moving a lot quicker and you have to decide what to do a lot sooner. There's not little amount of time to interact and stuff, and version 11 was doing really well, so I really can't wait to see what version 12 does. I'm sure it's going to fix everything, if not nearly everything, that version 11 was having troubles with. And then version 13 is just going to take that up to a whole new level. I honestly just don't even know what to expect for version 13, because right now there's really no interactions that we're doing on version 12. It's doing these weird scenarios perfectly fine, having no issues. Like, we haven't had to take over at all yet. It's had some weird things to deal with that you don't see every day, and it's handled those perfectly fine. Granted, I do take over a few times per week, I would say, for silly things that the car just isn't getting right yet. We are slowing down here, which we used to slow down here for. We go down to 25. I'm not really sure why that is. I mean, we're going 28, but the speed limit is set to 25. It's usually just for this little area here, and then we start speeding back up after this next stop sign. Don't know what that is. Maybe there's something wrong with the data, but there is no speed sign that says 25 there as far as I can tell, so it's very interesting. Then we have a stop here, waiting for that vehicle, have to come to our complete NHTSA stop, and then we move on through, perform doing this turn, or I don't know what you call it, because it's like a roundabout, but like that's really just a turn because you're not really going around the roundabout. I think it handled that perfectly fine. Even that weird kind of situation where it's like half a turn, half a roundabout, handles it perfectly fine. The car is getting really good, and version 13 I think is really going to seal the deal for a lot of things, and I think it's really going to pave the way for robotaxi. We do have a green up here. We got to make an unprotected left. I don't see any vehicles. You shouldn't be slowing down probably this much, but we did handle that, and we did make it through the green. If we didn't make it through the green, I would have been a little upset. That turn was perfectly well done. No problems there. I just would have wanted it to be a little bit quicker. Talking about software, here's a software update right now. And what do we have here? Is this the newest update? This doesn't seem to be it. End-to-end on highway. Actually, this is it. So this is the next update that I was just talking about that was hopefully going to get today, and here we are. So I guess I'm going to get home, install that, and then be out on the roads again. So make sure you're subscribed to see that. We'll be able to test the highway and see if there's any new improvements on the city stack. But so far it's been pretty good, and this is probably the first update that I've gotten in a month, and we're getting it live. I don't know where that update came from. I don't think it was there when we left. So you guys let me know down below where that came up, when that came up in the video, what time. Yeah, it's been amazing. I'll fast forward this light and then we'll finish on through this drive, and then I'll be making another video tonight. All right, so we got the green light here. We're going whoop, whoop, a little bit, Wasn't too sure. It was a little hesitant for some reason, maybe because there's oncoming traffic with them turning. Not too sure. Now we do have a vehicle that is stopped here to do a turn, and we're moving over flawlessly without any problems. There's a vehicle somewhat close behind us, but we were perfectly fine to move over there. Now we're getting ready to take our turn too, so that was a perfect move by FSD. Handling that flawlessly, knowing that the car was stopped and that we had room to move over, and moved over without any hesitation. I'm not even sure if the vehicle slowed down. It was so natural. And then we're in the correct lane now, so we don't even have to do a lane change. All at once it did that. It's pretty impressive stuff, and I can't wait to see how highway stack works. That's been something that I've been waiting for. I'm really excited for version 13 too. That's going to be amazing, I'm sure. But thanks guys for watching. We're going to end the video here. Please make sure you're subscribed if you want to see version 13 too, but also the new highway stack, because we will be testing that as soon as possible on highways that haven't been seen by early access. So we'll see if it's improved for all vehicles or what. Nice. I almost thought we were supposed to go on the one before, then I was worried that the car was going to think we were on the one before. Now we have a vehicle on the side of the road. We are slow for them. There's a deer, there's another deer, and we moved over perfectly, went slow, cautiously, and here we are going on this turn, this really tight turn at night, and we're handling this perfectly fine. I know, sorry, I said we were going to cut the video, but this is really good stuff to see how well the car's handling here. And now we don't have the new version for highway yet, which we will be downloading tonight, but that on-ramp is still all version 12 and it handled it perfectly fine. So that was really good to see. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks guys for watching. You have a good one.
When the road just keeps going for miles, we're gonna get there. In the face of the wind and the wild, we're gonna get there. Love makes the journey a beautiful race. Closer to home with each step that we take. We're gonna get there. Take my hand. Together we'll make it. Together we can. To the end. Together we'll make it. So come take my hand.